All right, you guys, I'm squatted on the floor. We're about to rearrange my freezers. I've done this once before um, due to having to accommodate my liquid gold, and we got to do some more accommodation. I originally was thinking I should move my milk back into the smaller freezer because you see I have two, but the bottom one is bigger, a little deeper. I don't think it's any like longer, but it is deeper. So I think we just need to make the bottom completely a milk drawer and then condense my frozen foods and stuff like that into the small one, which I think it will all fit. I just need to organize it because right now everything's just thrown in there. So let's do that together. I'm actually going to put on my dishwashing gloves because this can get very cold, and dealing with bricks of milk, my hands will easily freeze. So using these, because they're a little thicker, protects my hands. I'm going to start off by doing the smaller one first. Just organize it so I can move some of the stuff that's in the bottom up here. As you can see, there's only like one small opening right there, but my thought is that I'm not going to be taking too much out of the bottom because a lot of the bottom stuff can actually be thrown away. So we have that little corner right there, and I can actually stack some stuff right here on top of this one. Here is the problem. It's trying to figure out how exactly to organize this well because it's kind of all over the place. I do want to separate the oldest because I'm going to start making food for my baby, and I kind of want to use my old milk. I'm also going to try to add all this up. I want to know how much is in here. I know I've already sold 150 ounces, so I would like to add up everything I've frozen so far. And did I mention that my upstairs freezer, my mini fridge, has a bunch of milk that I need to bring down, which is why I'm doing this. I think I gave away a lot of my August ones. I feel like I have more Julys, but I feel like July is important to me because I gave birth the last week of June, so I feel like a lot of my early July milk is still kind of golden. For example, here is July 1st, and let me see my very first ones, and June 29th. They look pretty yellow, whereas an October one looks pretty white. See the difference? So I'm very holding on to my July ones because these are the real golden milks for when my baby gets sick. They're just bath milk from when I was actually drinking, and instead of dumping it out, I save them to give milk baths. And I actually think I'm going to make some breast milk soap too for my kids. So these are important ones that I will not be letting go either. Okay, this is what I have on my floor for my freezer stash. Now let's go upstairs and get the rest. Okay, excuse the lighting up here, but my baby's taking a nap in my room, so I gotta try to be quiet doing this. Here's my fridge, and here's my freezer. I don't know if you can really tell. It is completely packed. The door inside, and it goes deeper in there. There's like another set. I'm trying to be so quiet, but these bricks are loud. I'm about to put the mic in here so you can get some good ASMR. just as loud as that sounded on the mic is as loud as it sounds to me. And my baby is moving. She's waking up. Oh my God. That might have been a mistake, just pouring it all out like right there, because I need to separate it, and I gotta be fast because my baby woke up, and I'm about to just bring her down here with me. Okay, so my mic died, but basically what I'm saying is I had to bring my baby over, and she's over sitting over there with her in her swing, and I have my calculator so I can add up the ounces as I go. I'm putting on my gloves so I can separate all my milk, put them together by months and in order. Okay, so and basically I'm just gonna put them back in the freezer, and I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. I needed space to sort all the milk up on the floor by months, but we have completed and have filled the freezer with all the milk. Let me show you. Let me give you a close-up. Okay, so as you can see, this is what it looks like. On this side, it kind of looks like it's messy. I promise you it is not. It is organized. But this side is kind of my newest milk. All October. Everything from October is on this side, in the smaller side, and then I would just plop November right on top, just as you see right there. My very first November bag is right there, and then everything older is on the side. Reasoning why it looks like this is just because every time I close the freezer, they shift, but they are actually very organized. They just shift, as you can see. They're just moving around, but they are in a brick assortment. And then I just have my ice packs right on top because I do use these for when I travel with milk. So my ice packs stay there. So yeah, it is pretty organized.